What's up guys, Jason Gerber coming at you with another video, and if you peeped my last video, which was a review on these Acne Studio sunglasses, then you would know that in this video we have a very anticipated comparison between these sunglasses right here, which do retail for $320, which I caught from opening ceremony in the city, versus these sunglasses that look basically the same as these ones right here from Urban Outfitters, which retail for $18. Now I did order these from Urban Outfitters online because these are an online only pair for some reason, but I did see these in like the Urban Outfitters store in a mall near me. I just saw them in one of the boxes that's supposed to go in the back of the store, but I just saw a bunch of them and put like pictures up right here. And if you look at those and you look at these, they look very, very similar. So I ended up spending the $18, and we're just gonna see what you can get for that price for these kind of sunglasses, if they do match up with these ones right here for $320, or if it's better just go for these ones for 18 bucks. Because I know like a lot of people, if you're trying to get these sunglasses and don't really know what they are and where you could get them, and that's why I'm making this video right here. So let's get straight into this comparison. So the box by itself feels pretty lightweight. I'm not expecting these to come with any kind of case or anything. And if you guys do want to cop these specific sunglasses, I will have a link down below to the Urban Outfitters website if you want to cop. Okay, so opening it up, it opens like this, and just got the sunglasses in this bubble wrap right here, and they don't come with a case, as I said. And here's just the invoice with the official retail of $18, as I said. And these are called the Venice ovals. So we have the Venice sunglasses versus the Mustangs. Really weird names for sunglasses. First off, they already look pretty similar. Pulling them out of the bubble wrap, you get some more plastic. And here's just some style codes and numbers. Don't really know what it means. If you want more detailed shots on the Acne Studio sunglasses, I'll just have a link right here to my review if you want to check that out. But this is the packaging for these sunglasses for 18 bucks, and for $320 you get these sunglasses, but they do come in this really nice white box right here that actually slides open. You get a bunch of nice goodies and this really plush leather cushioned case that has microfiber stuff on the inside, so it just cleans your sunglasses as soon as you put them in, and just says Acne Studios on it. But really nice leather. In my last video I did say that it's very comparable to the leather on my Rick Owens right here, which if you don't know is my favorite shoe I own in my collection. Anyways, without further ado, let's open these up. And first off, they do look very similar. The only difference I can notice right off the bat is the tint of the lenses themselves. The tint on the Acne Studios ones are more of like a grayish green kind of tint, and these ones are more of like a dark gray blue. And first off, I could see that the construction on these isn't the best. I think they're actually messed up a little bit. So here are the $18 sunglasses themselves from Urban Outfitters, and they actually have the tag right here that says $18. I'm gonna take that off. The first thing that's bothering me about these sunglasses is the construction, because on this part right here, as you can see, it is pretty screwed in, feels pretty solid, but this one is very floppy. I might try to tighten that up. They look very similar. The design is slightly different on the sides, but just from a visual standpoint, the fronts look almost identical. Very similar, if you can guess which one is which. But this one right here is the expensive pair, and this is the cheap pair. If you could probably notice side by side that the lenses on these ones are a little cooler tinted, a little more blue, and these are a little gray. But the front, the shapes are very similar. In person, I'd say the white is oh so slightly more off-white in the Acne Studios pair, and these are just regular cheap white. The only real noticeable difference right away in the construction is the sides right here. This pair right here is the high-end pair. As you can see, this is what the side looks like, and on this pair, these are kind of more of traditional kind of side for your sunglasses, and these ones just go straight to the side, which I really like. But that's the only real difference, and if you're wearing these, no one might notice that right away, because the fronts themselves are what people are going to be looking at, and they look very identical. Once again, as I said, $18 on this pair right here. Crazy for how close they look. Now let's actually just see what they look like. Now, just from me looking in the camera screen, they look basically the same. really not that different. They're definitely a little bit lighter just because of how they're constructed and stuff. The expensive pair is obviously gonna feel more solid and a bit heavier. Another thing is these aren't as comfortable for me specifically because the backs right here are a little more tight on the back sides of my head, so not the most comfortable, but I was correct. These do have a slight blue tint to them. I can just notice it by wearing them. Decent pair of sunglasses for $18. Another important thing to note on the $18 pair right here, the hinges, they don't like flex out at all, so they do feel like they're gonna be prone to breaking if you're not too careful with putting them on and stuff. But the Acne Studio ones, the hinges actually move out like this, which increases flexibility, and it's less likely that you're gonna snap your sunglasses. Honestly, the main difference between these, besides the looks, I would say is just the construction. The expensive ones right here feel very well built, and they don't really feel like they're gonna break, and if they do break, there's probably a warranty on them. And another good thing about these is that they're gonna keep their value. Acne Studios is a very well-known brand. Besides some of these sunglasses, they have tons of clothing lines that is very popular, very high-end. And if I ever really got tired of these, I could always sell them on like Grailed or something, because I could probably sell them right away and get half or most of my money back. But these $18 ones, you probably will not be able to sell to anyone because people just buy them from Urban Outfitters for 18 bucks. And do not buy these on Grailed if someone is trying to put them as the Acne Studio ones and they don't have actual pictures of the branding on the side. I'll put a little clip right here of what that looks like, but you could possibly easily get scammed on Grailed just from some pictures because they do look very close, so be careful. I actually have a Supreme bag coming in soon, which I'll do a video on, which I got scammed twice for. Third time's a charm, but stay tuned for that video. And basically just be careful, guys. And there's nowhere on these Urban Outfitters ones that actually has any Urban Outfitters branding or says the Venice thing or whatever. It just says like UV protection and just made in China. And these are made in China and the other ones are made in France, so that's another difference to point out. I mean, just pause the video and look at these side by side. It's really hard to tell which is which. So you guys are probably wondering which pair of sunglasses is worth it, and that really just comes down to your lifestyle and your personal opinion. If you're like me and you really like high-end stuff and money isn't a total issue, I would go with these, the Acne Studio ones. Even though they're really expensive, they're gonna last me a long time, and the value is pretty good if I ever wanted to sell them on Grailed or eBay or anything like that. And they're very well made. I don't think they're gonna break at all, and I just love how they fit on my face, and I like the tint on these more than the blue tint on the Urban Outfitters right here. But that's my personal opinion. Don't hate on it, it's just how I feel. I like these more, and I'd say it's worth it if you're just honestly into that all this hype beast crap and shit like that. But for most people out there, I would say go with the Urban Outfitter pair. They're much cheaper, much more affordable, and even if you break them, which is likely to happen, especially since they don't come with a case, you can just buy a new pair. And if you have an issue with constantly breaking your sunglasses, you could get 17 of these for the price of the Acne Studio ones. So it's honestly whichever one you really prefer, higher quality versus cheaper, but they look exactly the same, so you can honestly go either way. And with that being said, that's gonna wrap up this comparison between the $320 Acne Studio Mustang sunglasses versus the $18 Venice sunglasses from Urban Outfitters. As I said, links down below to both of these pairs if you want to cop either of them or both or whatever. And if you enjoy this video, make sure to hit the like button down below and comment your thoughts on these sunglasses and which one you would personally prefer to get, and comment down below if you already own them. And with that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Jason Gruberg signing out. Peace.